Licensed annuity agents, do you want to know how we leverage AI to consistently generate educated, motivated, and exclusive annuity leads? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk to you about our AI annuity lead generation assets. That is the tools that we use to turn a click into a lead consistently and profitably. And what's most exciting about what I'm about to share with you is that we've used this exact system and strategy to go from zero to over $50 million a year in annuity production. And more importantly, I've been able to implement it for other agents to add $5 to $10 million in annuity production, all completely virtual. And many of those agents never wrote any annuity face to face, let alone online. And if you haven't had success on offline, but you haven't figured out how to crack the code online, then this system is for you as well, as long as every other video that I have in this series right now. The system that we're leveraging is called Preemptive Advantage. And at this point, in the prior trainings, I've already covered how we leverage AI to develop an audience and then attract that audience and get them to click to ultimately get educated so that they will pursue our solution to their retirement planning problem that our ads discuss and ultimately resonated with them to get the click. And so in our landing page, this AI lead generation asset, right, there are two factors that we develop with AI to drive lead conversion with much higher quality and intent. And those factors we call click congruence and the intent trifecta. Now, click congruence means the message on the landing page should be congruent with, right, the message in the ad. And so with click congruence, there are three key components that we focus on. The first one we call magnetic matching. The second one is problem agitation. And finally, we have solution awareness. And so when you look at magnetic match, we want the message in the ad that attracted the prospect and got the click to match the headline messaging on the landing page. Now, this has the prospect continue to feel this is for me. I'm in the right place when they get to your landing page. Now, it's really shocking how often advertisers don't respect this principle, and it's costing you a lot of performance and profitability. We've learned that sometimes changing one additional word between the magnetic message in the ad and the landing page can double or even triple lead conversions. Yes, that's double or even triple the amount of leads you get from the same spend. Then we move on to problem agitation. That's the next step on our landing page to agitate the problem that we want to solve. The problem here for the prospect is that maintaining the status quo with your retirement savings has too much risk. That's the problem we're introducing, right? Which means not having enough income in retirement, or worst case, potentially running out of money. This step is key to getting the prospect to desire a solution before it is even introduced. Then we go to solution awareness. With their problem awareness, it's time to introduce the solution to that problem that is now top of mind. For this campaign example, we're branding the solution to a retirement income problem as a personal pension account, or PPA for short, right? This is consistent with the first secret that we teach in our training here in this video series. And we uncovered it earlier, and I'll just review it real quick. It's sell them what they want, income, right? Sell them income, right? And in our case, income is a personal pension account, right? That's the solution that we brand it to it, right? And that overlays our first two steps in our 3-step virtual sales system that we call the 3 Ps to profit, right? And then you can give them what they need to get what they want, which is an annuity, right? You can present to them what they need, right? When you get to that stage in the sales process. This allows you to avoid the cardinal sin of selling virtually to leads, which is discussing product too soon. We want to focus on solution to problems, right? And so we have to have a high level of awareness and an express desire to solve the problem first before we ever get to the product. Okay. The next component then, after we've used click congruence, is intent trifecta. And these are the 3 levels of intent that we develop with the prospect on the landing page to drive their expectation to speak with a licensed agent to pursue the solution to their problem. You see, we aren't just generating a name, email, and phone number like the broken customer journey I shared with you before in one of the prior trainings, so that you can just call them because, heck, we sold it to you. We called it a lead, right? You paid for it, right? We are getting exclusive prospects interested in pursuing a solution to the retirement income problem with you. Now, as you can imagine, there are 3 components to the intent trifecta, right? There's pre-qualification, advisor match, and the suitability call. And so on the landing page, we create the expectation that they must first pre-qualify. Then they will get matched with their licensed PPA advisor so they can have a call to determine whether or not the solution would be suitable in their retirement plan. So we specifically want them to get pre-qualified because of the embedded psychology of accepting that after they complete the survey, they aren't finished yet, right? It's kind of like after you complete a mortgage application, you only pre-qualified, right? And then you have to speak to a banker. And this is no different. They get that, and so do you, right? We call this creating an open loop, right? They need to talk to you to close the loop. Just like you can't wait to binge the rest of the season on Netflix after you saw the cliffhanger in the first episode. This is psychologically leveraging the same principle to your advantage. Now that we have them pre-qualified, we let them know that they have been matched with their licensed PPA advisor. So this is where they get introduced to you and they have an understanding that you are part of the next step in the process. So while we close the loop of being matched with an advisor, we still have two open loops that keeps their intent high and wanting to move forward with you. We let them know now that they have been matched with an advisor, they need to schedule their call, right? And we call this the suitability call. And the reason we frame it this way is to remove sales pressure by telling them that we can only help about 30% of people that apply and therefore would be the first to say that this doesn't make sense for them if it isn't suitable. And the result of this call framing is a higher booking and higher show rates, which leads to prospects showing up to the call to participate in a consultative sales process rather than having their guards up. And this ultimately is finishing that third AI step in the sales process, right? Or leading to the sales process, right? The first three pillars here, audience, attraction, action, are all leveraging AI. And we've mastered the AI system to develop this. And so we implement it on your behalf when you license the system. And now you have a lead, an exclusive lead generated leveraging the power of AI. And you can follow our 3-step virtual sales system to convert that lead into a client of yours, right? And so in the next training here, I'm going to cover that virtual annuity lead conversion process, and more importantly, how we use it to validate the campaign, because we do not license any campaigns to other agents outside of our own in-house team until we've issued business, well over $1 million in business issued off that campaign. So we have to validate through 3 phases. I'm going to walk you through those phases in our virtual annuity lead conversion process so that you can see why everything we do is so proven and is often guaranteed for the right client. And so if you want to move forward and claim an AI advertising territory, just talk to our team about how we can grow your annuity production completely virtual. Then click the link in the description below and schedule a call with our team. Now, if you want to watch the next video in the series, then it's on the screen right here and you can do that. But before you do that, would you drop a like and maybe comment and tell me what you got out of this video and why you want to keep watching with us? That'd be really helpful. It would be inspiring to me and anybody else who comes across this video who's in the same situation that you are, wanting to grow their annuity production completely virtual. We'll see you in the next training.